once more. Hello and welcome to another Get Creative at Home. This month we are doing a mixed media painting. Our mixed media element for this time, I have some little crystal bits, and we're going to use them sort of as our accent to sort of help the image sort of pop out and give us some points of interest. So included in the kit, there's a canvas and paint, some paintbrushes and some Mod Podge as well as the crystal bits. On the canvas, I went ahead and sort of sketched out a image of some crystals, flowers, and a little butterfly. But if you want to do like a different image, feel free to either like sketch something else over on top of it, or if you have your own canvas board or something, you can use the painting materials for something else. Likewise, one of the main things about Get Creative is that I'm leaving it up to you to decide how you want things to be done. So again, with the colors, it's totally up to you what color you want to paint your image. So in this video, I went ahead and painted my crystal and the flowers pink and purple. But like in the in-person class when I did it, I wound up painting them like pink and orange. And this time I made like a teal background, but in the in-person one I have like a black background. And then some of the people that were in the class, they also did like different colors. Like a couple of them made their backgrounds blue. One of them, she had like black crystals in her image, and then the other one, she had orange crystals. So it's definitely many different ways that you can paint this image, and it will give it like a completely different look. So we're going to start out with just painting the image, and then after it's painted and dried, you can take the Mod Podge and place that down on the canvas. So I would recommend having like some paper down, or like having this in a space that you can clean easily, because the crystals, they tended to, when placing them down, unless you were like placing them down one piece at a time, they tended to like sort of scatter everywhere. So that part can get a little messy. So just some warning about that when we get to that at the end. But yeah, for the painting part, basically, like I said, I painted the crystals pink in mine to sort of like highlight some of the light that was hitting the crystals. I added like white to some of the facets of it to like show that they were sort of lighter, and then I added some more red to some of the sides that were sort of in shadow. And then similarly with the flowers, I kind of layered my paint on them a couple different times. So like with the one flower in the video, you can see that like I start with yellow, but then like the final flower itself is like white. I thought that sort of yellow underpainting kind of helped make it pop a little bit. And similarly with the other two flowers, I had like sort of a red, had a blue sort of undertone, and then as I kind of went on with the layers, I added lighter shades of red and some lighter shades of purple to them. And then for the butterfly, for mine, I sort of based it off of a blue Morpho butterfly, partially because I think they look really cool, and partially because they are their wing patterns are a lot less intricate. One of the girls in the class, she had a reference image of a orange monarch butterfly, and that was very time consuming for her. So not discouraging it, but it's totally up to you. Just have fun with it. But yeah, after you finish with the overall painting, I would let it sit and dry, and then come back to it with the Mod Podge to place the crystal bits. So for mine, I put them on the top most facets of the gemstones, so that like kind of made the tops of them sort of stand out. But it's totally up to you. You can put them like elsewhere. One of the other suggestions of where to place them would be like you could like make like a border around the image, or make like a sort of a triangle in one of the corners to put some of the crystals and make sort of like a corner mosaic area. That was one of the other suggestions that one of the other people did. But yeah, I would put, once you put down the Mod Podge, you can either, like I said, just sort of sprinkle it on top of the glue, or you can like pick a couple pieces and place them down with your hand. I would just recommend being careful with them because they are kind of small. None of them are like necessarily jagged, but again, just I would recommend just be a little cautious with it. But after you place them up there, I would give it a little bit of time to dry, and then after it dried, I wound up taking mine and sort of shaking any of the loose crystal off, and then sweeping them up to use for later. But yeah, the Mod Podge will mostly dry clear, so no matter what color you put it over top of, the paint underneath will still show underneath the crystals. But that is pretty much it. Again, while you don't have to do your crystals like pink or purple, the little crystal shards do have like kind of a pinkish tint to them, so you could do that to like sort of match the when you paint your crystals. You can paint in one of those colors and sort of match them, or you could paint it a contrasting color. Again, it's totally up to you, but either way, I hope you have fun with it. If you want to share your final image result, you can either post it on our social media page or send me an email. Either way, I'm always interested to see how everybody's art turns out. And lastly, check out our website, SoutherPublicLibrary.com. We do get creative monthly, both once a month in person as well as once a month virtually, so definitely check it out. Next month we're going to be doing a string art craft, so that should be a lot of fun as well. And I will see you next time. Bye.